Hi, welcome back to My Story Time with Nana. I have a new story for you I'm very excited about. It's Mother's Day, so it's an even more exciting story. Not that the story is about Mother's Day, but Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Let's begin. A tree house party. Good morning, my little peanuts, said Grandma as Tony and Emma came down from the loft. Did you sleep well? I did, said Emma. Me too, answered Tony. Wonderful. Come on over and have some breakfast. I made blackberry pancakes, Grandma told them. Yummy, they answered. So, what are your plans for today? Asked Granddad. Well, last night I met the people next door, said Tony, and I think we should invite them over to play. That sounds like a great idea, said Grandma. We can have them over for lunch. How about a party? We could have a party in the tree house, said Emma. I was thinking maybe we could just explore the woods around the cabin, said Tony. Said Grandma. I think we can work something out so that you both get what you want. After breakfast, run upstairs and get me some construction paper, she said. I have an idea. She gave Granddad a wink. So Grandma and Granddad and Tony, Emma finished breakfast of yummy pancakes, and they ate every one because that's how yummy they were. Tony and Emma helped clean off the table and then headed upstairs to change. They came down with the construction paper that Grandma had asked for. What do we need the paper for, Grandma? Asked Emma. Well, what I was thinking was it would be a lot of fun to maybe have a scavenger hunt in the woods, she said, and then come back for a nice party in the treehouse. Oh, Grandma, that sounds like so much fun, said Tony. Can there be prizes? I think we can work something out, Grandma told them. Granddad can help set up the hunt. While Tony and Emma made an invitation for Della and Lola next door for the scavenger hunt and the treehouse party, Grandma made the scavenger hunt list. And Grandma gave Granddad a copy of the listed items, and he went about making sure everything was where it needed to be for the hunt. Emma and Tony walked over to the Crabapple's cabin and knocked on the door. Hello, Mr. Crabapple, said Tony when he opened the door. Good morning, Tony, said Mr. Crabapple. And who is this lovely young lady? This is my sister, Emma, Tony told him. We came over to see if Della and Lola could come over and play. He handed Mr. Crabapple the invitation. Girls, he called over his shoulder, you have company. Who is it, Daddy? Answered Della, walking to the door. Hi, Della, replied Tony. It's me, and this is my sister, Emma. Hello, Emma. Come inside and meet my sister and brother. They all went inside, and Tony and Emma said hello to Mrs. Crabapple and told her about the scavenger hunt and the lunch party in the treehouse. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun, said Mrs. Crabapple. Would you girls like to go next door to play? Yes, can I bring Winnie? Asked Della. Who's Winnie? Asked Emma. She's my baby. Oh, yes, bring Winnie, and she can meet my baby, Mila, Emma told her. Well, I can bring my baby too, right? Asked Lola. Sure, I know they will love the party in the treehouse, Emma told them. Okay, I will send the girls over shortly, said Mrs. Crabapple. We just need to clean up from breakfast. Thank you, Mrs. Crabapple, said Tony. We'll go get ready for the hunt. This is going to be a lot of fun, said Emma to Tony on their way back to the cabin. I know, Grandma and Granddad always make everything so much fun, he said. When they got back to the cabin, Grandma had their list ready for the scavenger hunt. Can we look at the list? Asked Tony. Not yet. When Della and Lola get here, Then we can go over the rules and then you can all begin the hunt. And it wasn't before long before Della and Lola knocked at the front door of the cabin. "Hello, Mrs. Faison. We're here for the scavenger hunt," she told Della, or Della said. "Well, come on in. We've been waiting for you." Grandma guided them into the kitchen. "I see you brought your babies." "Yes, this is Winnie," said Della, pointing to her baby. "And my baby's name is Ruby," Lola told her. Both girls had their babies strapped on their back. "Tony, Emma, your guests are here." Tony and Emma bounded down the steps from the loft. "Hi," said Tony. "Hello," they replied. "Oh, I'm so glad you brought your babies. This is Mila," said Emma. Her baby was strapped on her back too. "Okay, children, are you ready for the hunt?" asked Grandma. "Yes," they all answered. "Okay, well, we have a couple of rules, right, Granddad?" she said. "Yes, we do," answered Granddad. "Gather around, children. First, there is nothing near the lake, so stay away from the water. Second, everything on your list is close at hand, so don't go too far into the woods. And last but not least, everyone gets a whistle in case you get separated." And Granddad gave each child a whistle on a string. And he helped them put them on. "Okay, that's enough rules," he said. "Have some fun. That's the most important rule of all." "Emma, you will be in charge of the list," said Grandma, handing her a rolled up piece of construction paper. "Can we start now? Can we start now, Grandma?" asked Tony. "Yes, you can. What's the first clue, Emma?" asked Grandma. Emma unrolled the paper and began to read. "Sometimes I'm made out of wicker. I have a handle and help you when you have too much to carry. I'm on the back porch." "What is wicker?" asked Tony. "Well, it's kind of like straw," Grandma told him. "Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is," he said. "Follow me. It's a basket." And Tony and Emma and Della and Lola followed Tony to the back porch, and sure enough, there were 4 baskets sitting on the table. "I told you, I told you." Each of the children picked out a basket. "Great job, Tony," said Grandma. "Now you all have a basket to carry all of your goodies from the hunt. Have fun." "What's next on the list, Emma?" asked Della. Emma read the next clue. "I wear these as my clothes, and you'll find them on the floor of my house. My father says, cock-a-doodle-doo." "I think I know what it is," called out Lola. "Do you have chickens?" "We have chickens in the coop," answered Tony. It's feathers, called out Lola. "Where's the coop?" "I'll show you. Follow me," answered Emma. So Emma and Della and Lola and Tony ran from the cabin to the chicken coop, excited to find the next item. "Here we go! Here we go!" yelled out Tony as they ran from the back porch to the chicken coop. "Look, there are feathers all over the floor," said Lola. "I was right." And there were feathers all over the floor. "Wait a minute," said Emma. "Some of these feathers don't look like chicken feathers. Look at this one. It's pink. I'll bet Granddad put special feathers in here for us." And the children began collecting as many of the fancy feathers as they could find. And Grandma and Granddad could hear them laughing inside the chicken coop as they scooped up all the feathers. "What's next on the list?" asked Tony. "You'll find us hanging in the woods. Tarzan uses us to get from tree to tree." "Oh, I know what it is," said Della. "I saw a cartoon with Tarzan, and he swings from vines to vines. It's vines. We need to go into the woods." And the children ran from the chicken coop, past the tree house, and just inside the woods. "Here are some vines," called out Della, pointing to a group of vines hanging from one of the trees. "I found some too," yelled Lola. "Me too," said Tony, and soon Emma, Della, Lola, and Tony had vines in each of their baskets with their feathers. What's next? What's next? Asked Tony. We live on trees almost all year long, but in autumn we cover the ground. Find 5 different kinds and bring them home. Oh, that's easy, said Emma. It's leaves. Leaves live on trees and fall to the ground. Start looking for different kinds of leaves. And the children ran from tree to tree looking for different looking leaves, adding them into their baskets. There were so many different leaves. It was hard to decide which ones to collect. Tony didn't even count out 5. He collected as many as he could. They were all really cool looking. Wow, that was fun. What's the next clue, Emma? Asked Lola. Look along the tree line and you will find some bushes. If you look really close, you will see a treat for you and me. What bushes? Asked Della. There are bushes everywhere. I know, said Tony. There are bushes near the treehouse. I saw them when we first got here and saw the treehouse. Well, let's go and see if those are the ones, said Emma. The children ran from the woods to the treehouse, and sure enough, there were bushes all along the tree line of the woods. Look, those are blueberries, yelled out Lola. I love blueberries. Emma and Tony and Della and Lola began picking blueberries and adding them into their baskets. Some of the blueberries ended up in their mouths, of course. They were so sweet. Is there anything left on the list? Asked Della, and Emma read the last clue. Once you've completed all your tasks, it will be time for crafts and a party. Meet me at the treehouse. Hurry up. Don't be tardy. Wow, we ended up at the treehouse, cried out Tony. The children turned to head up towards the treehouse, and Grandma was waiting there, right there at the bottom of the treehouse. Well, it looks like you filled all your baskets, she said. Were you able to figure out all of the clues? We did. We found everything on the list, answered Emma. Great. I have a craft for you to do, and then we'll have a little party. Grandma said, how about we go inside? Does that sound good? Yay! Yelled out Della and Lola and Emma and Tony. Okay, everyone, into the kitchen. We'll do the crafts there and then head to the treehouse for the party. Everyone headed into the cabin with their basket. The children sat at the kitchen table and emptied their baskets of all their goodies. Okay, children, you can keep everything but the blueberries, Grandma told them. I need those for your party. So Emma, Tony, Della, and Lola began to separate their items, and they gave the berries to Grandma. She took them to a bowl and ran water over them to rinse them. So our first craft is going to be headbands, Grandma told them, and she gave each child a strip of construction paper and showed them how to glue the feathers onto the band. The girls made headbands for baby Mila, Winnie, and Ruby too. The second craft is a friendship bracelet, she told them, and Grandma showed each of the children how to braid the vines, adding beads that she had from her sewing kit, and Granddad showed them how to make slip knots so they can put them on. Now, every time you wear your bracelet, you'll remember this day and your new friends, Grandma said. The children were so happy with their bracelets. Even baby Mila, baby Winnie, and baby Ruby got a bracelet. Granddad came in to help with the last craft. So what we're going to do is something called leaf rubbing, and I have some tracing paper, he said. He showed the children how to put the leaf under the paper and rub a piece of chalk over the paper, making an impression of the leaves. And when they finished with their paper, Granddad took each sheet, folded the top over, making a little pocket, and he slid some of the extra vine in, taped the pocket shut so the children could hang their artwork in their homes. One more thing, Granddad told him. Let's get your headbands finished so we can send you off to your party in the treehouse. Once the children put the feathered headbands on, they headed to the treehouse, and Grandma filled a basket with goodies for the party. Emma, Tony, Della, and Lola climbed the ladder to the treehouse while Grandma tied a rope to the lunch basket. Tony, pull the basket up! And Tony pulled the rope and the basket rose up to the treehouse and the girls clapped when it reached the top. And Della untied the rope and carried the basket into the treehouse. Wow! Exclaimed Emma. Grandma and Granddad decorated. There was crepe paper streamers all over and balloons inside the treehouse. It looked beautiful, and the table was all set for a party with dishes and teacups and a tablecloth with a leaf pattern. Della and Emma and Lola began emptying the lunch basket. Yummy, said Lola. Look, there's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I love peanut butter. And pretzels, yelled out Tony. Look at this, called out Emma. It's little jars with yogurt and blueberries. Oh, they look like giant souffles, yelled out Della. I love souffles. The children sat to eat their goodies and talked about their great day doing the scavenger hunt. It was a fun day. Grandma and Granddad could hear them laughing and giggling all the way at the back porch. When the children finished their feast, they began putting the dishes and cups and jars from the yogurt parfait into the basket. Emma passed out balloons to everyone as a party favor. Here's an extra balloon for your baby brother, Brennan, said Emma. She handed the balloon to Lola. Della tied the rope to the basket and Tony lowered it to the ground, and the children climbed down the ladder. Thank you for having us over, said Lola. Baby Ruby and I had a great time, and thank you for the friendship bracelets. Yes, thank you, said Della. This was the best day ever for me and baby Winnie. Well, you are very welcome, said Grandma. I see that Emma and Mila had a great time too. We all had a great time, said Tony. We have to play some more. Della and Lola walked to the back porch, thanked them again, and walked home to their cabin. Grandma, Granddad, thank you so much for the great scavenger hunt, the friendship bracelets, and the treehouse party, said Emma, holding the basket with the dirty dishes. Can I help clean up? Why, thank you, said Granddad. Emma carried the basket inside, and she and Tony washed the dishes. When they finished, the children took a walk in the woods with Granddad while Grandma prepared dinner. And Granddad told the children what all the leaves were that they had collected that day. After dinner, Grandma, Granddad, Emma, and Tony, and baby Mila sat on the back porch and watched the stars pop out high in the sky. It was another wonderful day. And once again, both Tony and Emma fell asleep that night looking at the stars through the skylights. But that night they dreamt of giant souffles. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. I enjoyed writing it, and I can't wait until next week to see what these children are going to do. Please share my stories. I want all children to hear them. I hope you enjoyed them too. Mwah. Good night.